What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It is your boy, Octagon Jordan, and we are here to discuss Conor McGregor and who his future opponent is going to be. Now, we understand that Michael Chandler has got matched up with Charles do Bronx Oliveira. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that Michael Chandler is out of the Conor McGregor sweepstakes. He's still potentially an opponent. Actually, Conor McGregor name-dropped Michael Chandler tonight at the boxing fight. The Joshua Daniel Dubois, Wembley Arena, Eddie Hearn, Match Room, Turkey Al Sheikh, Riyadh season, whatever the fuck. And he discussed this. So he's still talking about Michael Chandler being his potential opponent. Ariel Helwani interviews him and says, how many fights you got left? What are you doing after your 2 fights? We get the same shit out of Conor McGregor. He's very vague, very just doesn't answer the question, kind of evades the questions, but we know what's happening here. He's going to fight out his last 2 fights, and he's going to move on. He's going to do bare knuckle, or he's going to do boxing with Turkey Al Sheikh in Saudi Arabia, box a Manny Pacquiao, box an old-ass Floyd Mayweather rematch, box fucking whoever, Jake Paul. I don't know. He could box anybody. He could box Mike Tyson. He could box Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? So, who's going to be Conor McGregor's next opponent? Let's dive into that right now. First, here is Conor McGregor's interview with Ariel Helwani at the boxing event, Wembley Arena in the UK. Let's see what he has to say. Let me make sure everything's working properly. Yeah, we're good. All right, let's see.
Situation. It's one of the great sagas of this past year. Are you fighting in 2024? Dana White recently saying 2025 now.
It'll be 2025.
Okay. When do we think?
You know, we'll see. My opponent that I had scheduled, Chandler, has got matched.
My opponent who I had scheduled, Mr. Chandler. Anyway, Mr. Chandler. 185. In a wait, Mr. Chandler. A lifetime. Shut up, Chandler. Oliveira's going to KO ya bitch ass. And I know who McGregor's going to come back and fight. And I'm going to expose that in this video. Yeah. And his name rhymes with my name, Jordan. Little hint. Jordan. Just saying.
Are you upset by that?
No, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is, Ariel. Yeah, you fucking little ticky. Yeah, don't bring Mrs. Helwani, no face. I don't know. I just want to do it on a cookie. Just fucking get me seat and, do what I do. Yeah.
I just take it on board and just rock on. My job is just to go to the gym, be in shape. And, one thing is for sure, whenever it is and wherever it is, I will be 100% ready. And that's all I can focus on right now.
2 fights left, though. Do you think you get those 2 fights in 2025?
I must. It's the promised lands, so we'll see.
What happens after those 2 fights?
It's the promised lands. What's the promised lands? After those 2 fights? That's what McGregor's saying right there. I have to. It's the promised lands. After those 2 fights, the world is my oyster, Ariel. Turkey Al Sheikh, boxing, bare knuckle, my own promotion. Whatever the fuck I want to do. The promised lands. I have to get these 2 scrub-ass fights in for my $20 million or whatever against Mr. Chandler. Let me get me fucking collar. Okay, you like the collar? Mr. Chandler. I don't really give a fucking breaks, Ariel. Fucking. I really don't fucking care. You just get these 2 fights out of the way, and it's a fucking promised land, Yeah. Where's fucking Jake Gyllenhaal? Yeah, the collar. You like the collar? Area? Yeah, Mrs. Helwani. It's a promised land. We could do David Feldman. He's a hell of a promoter. You take the gloves off. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. Just fucking, bare knuckle on a skull, on a fucking skin. On the skull, nothing sounds like just fucking bone on bone, Ariel, So, I'm just doing me right now and waiting for me opponent. Give me a fucking date, Dana. Give me the fucking date, Dana. Fucking. my pinky toe's good, so I don't know. Mr. Chandler, He's got some shite to do with fucking Brazilian guy, fucking Oliveira, whatever. You know, he sucks, but it is what it is. It is what it is. The promised lands, area, the promised lands. You know, I got my products. I got the fucking Irish Stout, and I got the fucking, you know, Proper 12, and just, you know, I'm just doing me, area. I'm just doing me, and I'm just trying to be okay, you know. So we'll see what happens. But Mr. Chandler, he's a little fucking tick of a thing. Yeah, nah, fuck that motherfucker. Usman, Kamaru Usman, fuck Kamaru Usman.
What happens after those two fights?
I don't even know. I don't think no one in the space knows. I'm the highest generating fighter on planet Earth right now in today's space. And what happens afterwards, I'm not. After this, I'm
not too sure, Ariel. You know, the promised lands. Whatever. You know, I'm drinking. Go back, have some of me product. The golden liquid, you know, Ariel. And I'm going to have some tonight and just think about the others and all my options. Maybe just fucking invest there, you know, not get punched in the fucking nose. You know, my nose is a little bit fucked, you know, so maybe just fucking invest a little bit and just, you know, I don't know, fuck another midget, yeah, you know, just Mr. Chandler. Definitely two, though, 2 more for sure. Yeah, definitely 2 more.
Free agent, I'm not so sure. But one thing I do know, I'm very excited that we have partnered Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship with DAZN, and we've got 3 world titles on the line for our debut inaugural DAZN event, live from Marbella, Spain, and
It's not DAZN, it's DAZN. We got the but you know, doesn't matter. Fuck, I got off it, but you little fucking tick of a thing, eh? We got the motherfucking DAZN, eh? The DAZN, we got the motherfucking shows, Ariel. Bare Knuckle, eh? These motherfuckers be out cold. You drink the Proper 12, you can't even see the motherfuckers. The DAZN, Ariel. I'm very excited. We got another event here. South Dakota, fucking, you know, whatever. Lake Okoboji, Lakeside. These motherfuckers really getting after it. And I look forward to it, you know. I really can't wait, and we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm still eyeing on Mr. Chandler, but, you know.
Open air bullfighting arena. We're very excited about that.
October 12th to be exact.
October 12th. Are you there?
I will hope to be there. Last one.
It's different. It is different.
You would like to do it?
It is different. I'm speaking with Sheikh Turkey about it. Potential matchups for my own self. A lot of exciting things going on.
Okay, last one. Who is facing you when you return? Last one.
Man, who knows nowadays? It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Who knows? Fucking might be anybody. I might be punch me fucking self on fucking pay-per-view. You know, give me enough of that Proper 12. You know, me punch me fucking own nose for. You know, they can really give me that barrier up and punch me fucking self. So it is what it is. But I believe Dan Hooker is going to fight Conor McGregor next. I've been saying this for a couple months now, since Dan Hooker called out Conor McGregor after his epic fight at UFC 305 against Mateusz Gamrot. Dan Hooker is a striker. Dan Hooker's a little long in the tooth. Dan Hooker's been KO'd before. Dan Hooker's not going to grapple, not going to wrestle, doesn't have any submission skills. He's coming off a lot of damage taken from Gamrot. He hasn't been out of the cage for 2 years. I think it's a perfect matchup. Dan Hooker's had epic fights with Dustin Poirier, epic fights with Jalen Turner, epic fights with Mateusz Gamrot, epic fights with Edson Barboza, KO'd James Vick, KO'd Gilbert Burns, KO'd a bunch of motherfuckers. Jim Miller, eat shit, get fucked. You're done. No one's seen fucking Jim Miller since the Bobby Green bullshit at UFC 300, now have we? Where the fuck's Jimmy Miller at? Guy got battered. This ain't a fairy tale world, Jimmy. Sorry about you now. But, yeah, so I believe it's going to be Dan Hooker, Conor McGregor. I think it's perfect. Dan Hooker is higher ranked than Michael Chandler. Conor McGregor can get back in the top 5 with a win over Dan Hooker. Maybe he has more negotiating power if he fights for the title. You know, maybe he looks at that and he says, you know what, my bare knuckle shite, I've already invested $4 or $5 million into this. Maybe I don't put my whole career into this. I stick my career with UFC. I get back on the horse. I get a viral KO against Dan Hooker. I'm back in the mix. You're back in the mix, brother. You're back in the mix, you know. You know? Is what it is. We'll see, you know. Viral KO. People are talking about him. UFC offers him $20, $25 million. At this point, UFC can pay a whole lot more. You know, I know we think that they're like these master negotiators and just are so sly with all the wording of all these contracts. No. At the end of the day, there's going to be a time where UFC pays $20 million for a fighter, and I think it's going to be Conor McGregor. These boxing people do it. They paid $20 million for a fucking stupid ass arena, just for a fucking arena. Go to TNT Mobile or whatever the fuck it's called. But anyway, so this is what Dan Hooker had to say about the potential McGregor fight.
Oliveira fight to be announced. And there is a fight announced, but it's Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. Take me through that, man. I thought you guys were supposed to fight potentially in December. Isn't that the convo that Hunter had with your manager Ash in the lobby that early in the morning?
Oh, it is what it is, brother. Yeah. Oh, I get why they kind of put that fight together. That's a big fight for the division, but yeah, like Chandler gets. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird fight. That's a weird fight.
Well, I think it's a weird fight.
I mean, there's some rumors out there that UFC is rewarding Michael Chandler for waiting, sitting on the sidelines since December 2022 when he got submitted by Dustin Poirier. You know, there's YouTubers out there, MMA Joey, other people, saying that UFC is rewarding Chandler because, oh, you did us a solid. You waited it out. You know, you were always there ready, and like any moment we threw you 9 dates and all this shit, and you were just such a cuck and fucking did anything we said and got us flowers, and I played a song and recorded you on TikTok outside the window. A la fucking Ian Mugatu Cherry. I want to fight fucking Ian Mugatu Cherry. Mugatu. Zoolander reference. Orange mocha cappuccinos. Magnum. Yeah, so, you know, it is what it is, but how are the children supposed to learn to read good if they can't even fit in the building? This needs to be at least 3 times as big as this. What is this, a center for ants? Anyway, let's get back to it.
Fight because the guy's already fought, right?
I was like trying to justify the fight, but nah, it's just a weird fight. Yeah, that might be just because I might have something up my sleeve as well too, there, brother.
Oh, you've got your work.
What's old Hangman got up his fucking sleeve? Ooh, he's got an ace of diamonds. That's what he's got. Because he's getting that old Conor McGregor fight. You heard it here first. And I've been saying it. It's going to be Dan Hooker, Conor McGregor, February 2025. Write it down. Take a picture. Octagon Jordan told you first. Let's fucking go.
Working on something there, Danny.
Oh, might be cooking and might have a little something on the fire there, but it must be good if I'm saying nothing.
Okay, gotcha. So I know you won't be able. Just before we get off this Chandler Oliveira fight, I know the guys fought at UFC 262. I don't know. Do you think this thing looks any different?
Good question, dude. Yeah, before we get off this fight, I know these guys fought at UFC 262, and I don't know, like these guys, bro. How much money is Manscaped giving you, bro? Give up your fucking dignity. Talking about shaving nutsacks constantly and consistently on your channel. I understand, promo, advertisement money. I get it. I understand. But we don't always got to hear about your fucking balls. Can we get a little bit more clever here? Oh, we're mowing the grass out back. You got the California bluegrass. Trim the shrubbery and the tree looks bigger. We don't always have to hear balls come out of your mouth. Clean your balls and wear my shirts and lick my balls and my fucking gooch. And my partner left me, and now I'm in front of a fucking Star Wars Batman shit in my fucking garage. Get it together, my guy. This mic, dude. If you want a mic, like, just in front of your face, just get a little fucking shit. What are we doing here with this fucking big-ass mic for no fucking reason? What are we doing? Waste of time. This is clearly the garage. You got a fucking old shitty shelf behind you. We can't even see your shit because it's behind your big ass dome. Batman Legends from fucking whatever. Star Wars Toys R Us pack. Recent edition. Not even collectible. I mean, we got some work, my boy.
Like, do you think Charles can get it done here? What do you think this rematch goes like?
Yeah, I get why Chandler would want to fight. Like, obviously he gets by Oliveira, then the UFC have kind of promised him a title shot. I'm sure of it. I don't know too much about what Charles will get out of it, but yeah, I can't see it. Yeah, I can't, like, it's not like the fight.
Yeah, so that's what he's got to say about it. But let's see when he talks about Conor McGregor, his opponent.
He's had a great career.
Fight.
Two-faced Kamala Harris is secretly campaigning for Palestine.
I think we got Dan Hooker, Conor McGregor next, honestly, in February. I think it's a strikers matchup. It's going to be all action. You don't have to worry about anybody laying on each other. Dan Hooker always takes damage. He's been bloodied, battered, punched in the head, broke his arm, this and that. Not very defensively sound. Good fan base. After that last fight on pay-per-view main card, he was the talk of the fucking town. Dyed his hair, got all these tattoos. He's promotable at this point. Kiwi. Yeah, look out. It's going to be Dan Hooker, Conor McGregor next. Fucking write it down. You heard it here. Akjay is spitting, baby. Akjay's fucking spitting, yeah? Let's go. I'm cooking in the lab. In the motherfucking lab for you guys. And I'm sitting here doing this shit. And we're improving this motherfucking setup we got going. New webcam, new intro, new everything. New editing software. Your boy's really getting after it. So we're here to stay. You like the videos? Keep watching because we're coming back for more. And we want more and more and more because we're eating it all.
That's like fireworks, right? Like, that's really, the matchup there is really something. I feel like with the Chandler Conor fight, it wasn't quite there for a lot of fans.
Yeah. Oh, no, I said I was joking around on Oscar, but not joking. Me and Conor have to send each other. That's a stipulation of the fight. We have to send each other drinking beers every single day of fighting. we have to both.
I love it. Have fun with it. What the fuck? You guys are going to fight each other. McGregor loves to drink. McGregor likes to party. Chandler was just too private school, hoity-toity. Just, he just wasn't ever going to get it. He just didn't understand the McGregor build-up, honestly. Like, the way things worked out, I think it worked out as it should have. I mean, honestly. The Ultimate Fighter was dead. I was so excited about Conor McGregor coming back for the Ultimate Fighter. After the Uriah Faber Ultimate Fighter, hey, yo, butt chin. Yeah, yo, fucking take the ring girls off there. Yeah, just fucking shake that chin, yeah. Shake your fucking chin up there. And he's like, yeah, you little fucking midget. You ain't going to win a fucking fight. And he's like, yeah, what's nice shoes, loser? And he's like, yeah, these are python. Uriah Faber's like, python? Fucking python? Yeah, fucking, there's a python skin? Yeah, python. These are python skin. You will never be able to afford the python. Yeah. How's your butt chin? Cody Garbrandt getting up, scrapping. Conor McGregor running around screaming. So many memes. And the McGregor Chandler fucking shit sucked dick. You're telling me if that was McGregor Hooker on Ultimate Fighter, that wouldn't have been more entertaining. You're lying to yourself if you think Chandler McGregor is more entertaining than Hooker McGregor. Hooker is funny. Hooker doesn't give a fuck. Hooker drinks beers. Hooker gets into wars. Hooker actually fights. Hooker's not this fake, preacher. Motivational speaker. See you at the top. Let me have some poetic, motivational, inspirational, shit. Whatever, dude. We don't care. This is life, bro. Anyway.
Both agree. But they both agree. Maybe we can get a breathalyzer. We can send each other a failed breathalyzer test every day of fight camp, and we'll get this thing squared away. Don't tempt me with a good time, brother.
Don't tempt me with a good time, brother. See, that alone is better than anything Chandler said in the entire last 2 years. On Ariel's show, on his own podcast, on other people's podcasts. We'll send each other a failed breathalyzer every day, brother. And, every fucking day. Yeah, all this drink. Fuck that training and fuck that fucking... The sauna. This motherfucker, I want everything that this motherfucker has. Chandler, dude. I don't know, man. Chandler is a fucking weirdo. He's a fucking weirdo. Guy's a weirdo. He's a strange cat. I hate to break it to you.
Who do you think's gonna? Are you gonna show him a thing or two about partying over there in Spain? You think you're gonna show him a couple of
I
things?
don't know. There's too much I can show that man about having a good time. I think he just does what I would do with that much money. So I can't. I would never criticize that man, because if he gave me that much money, I feel like I'd be a hell of a lot worse.
Dude, fucking respect, but he's being funny with it. You give that man, if you give me all the money that man has, oh man, I would be hell of a lot worse. I would be off my ass. I love the honesty and the realism and the comedy. Keeping it light, man. I get the motivational nonsense. I really do. Trust me, I understand it. I get it. I understand the motivational nonsense that Chandler likes to spew. It is what it is. His workout of the day, likes to promote health, likes to promote strong mentality, determination, sweat equity. I get it. But at the same time, you have to be interesting if you're going to be on television. You have to be interesting if you're going to be on social media. And you have to play your cards right, brother. You got to know who you're fighting. If you're trying to get a fight with Conor McGregor, it's one thing to have the fight announced, a.k.a. The Ultimate Fighter, a.k.a. UFC 303, getting the date announced. But at the same time, you really have to get the fans, support, the fans' equity, the fans' commitment to it. And you never had that. You have to build up the fight, and not this like, oh, I'm the most exciting in American wrestling at Mizzou University, and Ireland boxing, Irish versus Mizzou. No, we want shit talk, especially with Conor McGregor. That's what people are looking for. Why do you think the Diaz-McGregor works so well? Why? Why do you fucking think? Because Diaz has his own style of shit talk. It wasn't cordial. What about DC John Jones? This isn't a new thing. This is not new. McGregor fought Dustin Poirier 3 separate times. Yeah, they were exciting. Yeah, they were popular. He made a lot of money off it. But they weren't as good as the Diaz fights. They weren't as profitable, as fruitful as the Diaz fights. Why was that? Because, Poirier, sure, he's got a following. Sure, he can hold his own with a couple one-liners. It's not McGregor fast. It's McGregor sleep. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't that interesting. Merab, Sugar Sean O'Malley this past weekend. It's a great stylistic matchup. You got Sugar Sean. One loss, fluke loss via perennial nerve kick to the leg. Great striker. Against Merab, takedown machine, cardio machine. Might be on drugs. We don't know. We're not sure. Zero finishing ability. If UFC 2K was a thing, Merab's finishing ability would be fucking 10 out of 100. F minus. F fucking minus. You suck. Yeah, sorry, dude. Wasn't exciting. So figure it the fuck out. Bilal Muhammad, Leon Edwards. The fuck's going on here? I mean, these fights, I understand it's mixed martial arts. It's not kickboxing. It's not Muay Thai. There's jiu-jitsu. That's great. We've all seen Charles Oliveira. Most submissions in UFC history. Davison Figueiredo. We've seen these guys. There's a million other motherfuckers too. Ronaldo Rodriguez. Raul Rosas Jr. Benil Dariush. Who were actually exciting on the ground. Arman Sarukian. Vicious elbows. Submissions. You know, I get it, Marab, but we understand that you can hold people up against the fence. You can knee them in the thigh for 5 rounds. You can throw some wild shots of ground and pound that don't connect. We understand this. We get it. And the critique is not, oh, you guys just don't like grappling. Go watch kickboxing. Go watch Muay Thai. No, dude, we want to see viciousness on the ground. We don't want to see just takedown attempts. The fact that you have strength advantage and can push your opponent up against the fence and hold them, a la the Jose Aldo fight, a la the Petr Yan fight. He did no damage against Petr Yan. The swelling on Petr Yan's eye was from a headbutt. Petr Yan's eye was blown up like a fucking baseball because of a headbutt. Merab is the thigh annihilator. He's Mr. Thigh. He loves it. He's taking that thigh home with him. He's taking that motherfucking thigh. So he needs to figure it out. Honestly, he needs to figure it out. And same with Bilal. These guys need to figure it out. I understand. Best in the world. You know, it's not fucking Muay Thai. I understand. But at the same time, fucking has some viciousness to you. Is it really that hard to try to fucking kill somebody? I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, that's what we were talking about. Happy you guys joined me. Octagon Jordan. Appreciate the support. We're at 190 or 161, and we're coming for more. We're getting new camera, new production, new intro, new editing software. The boys are hot. Mike my lot. Let's fucking go, baby. And go.